Broadcasting live from SETI Alpha 6 in the Andromeda Galaxy, this is Mr. C.
Well, 8th graders, happy Monday to you. My goodness, the weekend goes by fast. Hope you were able to relax, maybe watch a little football, or to get some extra rest, maybe sleep in. I've heard reports of some of you sleeping in till near noon. That's insane. I've never slept in till noon. What's the latest you've ever slept? On a normal night, where I get a normal night's sleep, maybe 8 or 9 o'clock, maybe, in the morning. So anyway, there's only one day left. It's coming. Only one day left. What in the world are you talking about? Any ideas? Check this out. Your favorite model. Is it maybe the first official day of fall? It is tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. The first official day of fall, known as the equinox. And if you really want to get trivial, the autumnal equinox. What word do you hear in there? Used as an adjective. Autumn. The autumnal equinox. Now, equinox. It means equal night. So I'll just quickly show you again using this. So let me go to right about there. This was Phoenix on roundabout June 21st or 2nd. You see how it's tilted toward the sun? So can you see that? Tilted toward the sun. This was on June 21st or 22nd. It's known as the summer solstice, first day of summer. Now, 3 months later, so June, July, August, and September, right there. Can you kind of see how the sun is shining equally now in the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere? Can you kind of see that? So equinox means equal night. So, and by extrapolation, equal daylight and equal darkness in the southern hemisphere. So, or anywhere for that matter. I should have said anywhere. Okay? Around 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of darkness. 24 hours in a complete day, right? So anyway, that's what the equinox is. So, and then gradually, as we continue to go further, the days are going to get shorter and shorter. The sun is coming up later and later, and it is setting earlier and earlier, and that'll keep going and for the next 3 months. So, and then first day of winter, and then we head back the other way toward the spring equinox. Okay? So anyway, it's coming. So now the official time tomorrow is 6:30 a.m. So, are you going to pay us 5 points for anything? I am. I'll give you 5 points if you write on a sheet of paper and you're honest. You could cheat me, but it wouldn't be right and the Lord would know. So anyway, on a sheet of paper you write down, I told someone about the official equinox time, first day of fall. So tell a parent or a sibling who can really appreciate it. Now look, if you tell your 1-year-old brother, hey, it's the equinox, goo 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 gaga goo goo. Come on, pick someone who, understands a little bit. The first day of fall, who'd understand that? Probably a parent would be good. Okay, and then because you're going to get a parent's signature from them anyway. So within an hour or so of the exact time, tell someone, hey, it's the official start of fall. It's from 6:30 a.m.-ish, right there. What time's the sun coming up tomorrow, Mr. C? The sun is coming up tomorrow at 6:16 a.m. and it's setting at 6:24 p.m. Only 6 minutes difference. Did I get that right? 8 minutes difference. Yeah, 8 minutes difference. So anyway, now you can see the sunrise, sunset times in the picture that's coming up. So do you see there the 22nd of September? Did I get it right? 6:16, 6:24. All right, I'd like you to look for the 25th of September. What time's the sun coming up? 6:18. What time is it setting on the 25th of September? 6:19, only a minute difference. And then how about the 26th of September? 6:19 sunrise, 6:18 sunset, almost the same, kind of our own personal equinox in like 3-4 days. So anyway, just letting you know. So tomorrow around 6:30, you could also do your own personal celebration. As soon as you notice it's about 6:30, a little woohoo! First day of fall. And I'm hoping to have set up a chance for you to participate in a little celebration of the first day of fall. I hope it'll work out. I'm trying to set that in motion. I'm trying. Well, anyway, so I'm getting good reports from Mr. Gilbert on your cooperation level. So doing the do-nows when you should be, coming into the room, right away getting out your lesson planner, putting your homework in there, getting your journals out, getting a red pen out if you're going to grade a worksheet. So anyway, good reports. Keep it up. I'm telling you right now, high cooperation will lead to extra opportunities, will cause me to want to give you more opportunity, more freedom. And that's the idea going on with the activities in the back, which I will refer to in just a little bit. That's the idea. You do those really well, cooperate with those, it only makes me want to give you more freedom. So impress me, be responsible. You guys are awesome 8th graders, so I wish I could experience your cooperation level personally, but I can do it vicariously through Mr. Gilbert. Keep it going. Now on your white sheet, I'd like you to really quick, got to do this quickly, a little quick review. So 1, 2, and 3 on your white sheet, really quick. Draw a human or animal cell and label the 3 parts. Draw little arrows and write the names. Quick. Go, go, go. Do it quickly. Everybody participating. Mr. Gilbert's encouraging that. 3 parts of a human or animal cell. In the center, you've got the nucleus. The outside border is called the cell membrane. So membrane, nucleus, and the kind of thick liquidy part inside, cytoplasm. Read my lips. Cytoplasm. C-Y-T-O-P-L-A-S-M. Cytoplasm. Hope you got those 3 parts. Then for 4 and 5, I'd like you to write down the 2, the 2 parts that plant cells have that animal and human cells don't. What are they? So that's 4 and 5. 4, 5. What do plant cells have? The 2 major parts. The green It's where the chlorophyll is located. It almost sounds like chlorophyll. Chloroplasts, the green chloroplasts. And then remember that plant cells are kind of boxy, rectangular. They've got a thick cell wall to hold the plant up, to keep it stiff, to give it support. Thick cell wall. Hope you got both of those. So what do you have next? This would be 6 and 7, and we'll just do it at 6 and 7. Okay? No, that's not right. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Two things, 6 and 7, two things that go into a cell that a cell needs. Two things that go in. And 8 and 9, two things that come out. 6 and 7, two things in. 8 and 9, two things that go out. Remember the gases? O2 in, the gas that goes into human and animal cells, and CO2 out, carbon dioxide. O2 in, CO2 out. What else goes in? What else does a human or animal cell need? Wawa, H2O, water. So water in, what else? Nutrients, food, in. What goes out? Extra water. What else goes out? What gas? I just did it. CO2, carbon dioxide. And then wastes. So wastes, excess water, and CO2 goes out. Okay? And then 10, 11, and 12. The 3 parts of cell theory. 3 parts of cell theory. I'll give you a couple of minutes to write them. Mr. C, does cell theory involve cells in all 3 parts of cell theory? Yes, it does. So does the word cell have to be in all those 3 answers of cell theory? Yes, it does. So this is 10, 11, 12. The first part. All living things, plants, animals, and humans are made of cells. Cells are like the basic unit that they're constructed of. It's what Jesus made all organisms out of, cells. So all living things are made of cells. Number 2, cells come from other cells when they reproduce. They reproduce. So that's the second part of cell theory. Cells come from cells. Third part of cell theory. Cells are the basic unit, unit just means part, of structure, what they're made of, structure, how they're structured, how they're made of cells, and function, jobs. Cells are the basic building block of living things, and cells are also the basic part that does the jobs. It's the cells that do the jobs or functions. So there you have the 3 parts. All living things are made of cells. Cells come from cells. And cells are the basic unit of structure and function of all living things. Okay? 3 parts of cell theory. Okay? So that was 12. Now, if I had given you 3 more, so you're going to have to tell a neighbor really quick, what are 3 functions of cells? What do cells do? GRL, do you recall? Grill, GRL. So just tell a neighbor right beside you, and then your neighbor tells you, go. Say it to each other. Say it. Actually say it. What does G stand for? What does R stand for? What does L stand for? Sort of the 3 functions that cells carry out. First, they, G, grow, and then they, R for reproduce, and then L, it's the living function. It's that they're alive and how they stay alive. Grill. Okay. Hey, when you hear the names Hooke and Van Leeuwenhoek, what should you associate them with? Hooke, Robert Hooke, and Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Robert Hooke was English. Anton van, it's Dutch, Leeuwenhoek. What are they associated with? They each built their own version, invented a kind of microscope. Okay. How about this? I would have asked you this. Schleiden, Swan, and Virchow. What do we associate them with? What did they come up with? It's an idea, not an invention. What big idea did they all contribute to? CT. What did we just do? Cell theory. These guys all developed one of the 3 parts of cell theory that we just did. Who? Schleiden, Schwann, and Virchow. Those 3 guys. Okay? Cell theory. Way to go, guys. Now, let me explain your homework. Okay? Here's your homework. Okay, where is it? I just had it. What did you do with it? Okay. Mr. C, have you got this? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. All right. First, this has been handed back to you, or it's going to be handed back to you. That you did that worksheet, right? We graded it. So, now on the back side, it has this article on discovering cells. I want you to read and highlight it. Okay? And you've got 3 chunks of information. Up here, and then 2 paragraphs. So sort of 3 paragraphs. Okay? What do you want us to do? I want you to read and highlight these. Do we have to do the questions? No. Cross them out. Okay? Down below, cross out the questions. Yay, no questions. Okay? But on your weight sheet, you do have an assignment. How much is it worth? 10 points. So do a nice job. And I'm not going to just give you the 10 points. You're going to have to earn them. So you read and highlight this. Okay. And then on your white sheet, here's what you're going to do. Upper right-hand corner on your white sheet, name, date, period. Not a surprise. Then I want you to write 10 neat, complete bullet facts from this and also page 11. So right up here by discovering cells, I want you to write down page 11. Write it down right now, please. Or just write 11, just to remind you. Page 11, right up here. Page 11. Read and highlight page 11 in your textbook. Read and highlight this. Discovering cells, recent advances in the microscope. So read and highlight both. Do both. Okay? I'm going to have you initial on your white sheet that you read and highlighted both. So you got to be honest. So read and highlight both, and then I want you to write 10 neat, complete bullet facts from both of these. Use both of these as your source. How many bullet facts? 10. Just the most important ideas. Neat, complete. They've got to be neat. Now, Mr. C, we don't have lines on the white sheet. I know, but you can still do it neatly. Do we have to do complete sentences? No. No. So do we need caps? No. So now if there's a name, you might cap it. There's a name involved. So, but you don't have to. But it's got to be neat and no skinny bullet facts. Skinny bullet facts would be like 2, 3, 4 words. You know, you're just trying to get by with the least amount of writing. Okay, you give me the least amount of work, I give you the least grade. You give me skinny bullet facts, I give you skinny score. Okay? Skinny score would be like 7, 7.5 out of 10. Mr. C, that's a C minus, C, yep. So, give me skinny bullet facts. I will reward you in a skinny way with a skinny grade. So, do a nice job. Page 11, read and highlight. And read and highlight this. Okay? And then your white sheet is going to be stapled to this. Okay? Oh, then you'll see whether we highlighted it or not. Yeah, that's right. And then you're going to initial down below on the white sheet that you read and highlighted both. Okay. Mr. Gilbert will answer any questions about that homework assignment if he needs to. Now, I want to tell you what I plan to do, and it's part of the cooperation thing. You cooperate, you get extra freedom, extra opportunities. So I've gotten good reports. Here's what I've decided to do. 2 days this week, you're going to get up and get the wiggles out by going to the back of the room with your journal. And you're only going to do one question each time. And you're going to have 5 minutes. So in a little bit, both groups are going to have 5 minutes to go to a new section today. New section. Just do one question. Put it in the right page in your journal. If you're in section B, do it on the B page. And make sure you match the number. It's B3, okay. Put the answer in B3. Do we have to write the question? No. But don't give me skinny answers or hypotheses. Think about it and give me a nice little answer in your journal. Okay. Are you going to look at those ever? You bet. Sooner rather than later, perhaps. Just saying. Okay. Oh, yeah, sure. That's what you said. Trust me. Trust me. Okay? So anyway, you're going to get 5 minutes, whichever group, either the odd numbers or the even numbers first. Mr. Gilbert will tell you in a little bit. I need to make sure I review all of this. 5 minutes, one question. When you're done, take your seat right away and get after your homework. Don't mess around. Part of the cooperation is how quickly do you get after your homework once you're finished with your journal in the back of the room at A, B, C, D, or WC. So remember, no touching. Don't touch anything. Because of COVID, you can't. Because Mr. Biden will shut me down if we're touching stuff right now. So don't touch anything. Okay? No sharing information with anybody. Do your own work. Okay? Obviously, it goes in your journal. I've already said that. You don't mess around. Just quietly be about your business. Be business-like. Be serious about it. Get the information. Remember, I'm giving you the opportunity to get up and move around a little bit and not just sit on your seat. And we're only going to be I wanted to do this about 25 minutes in to the time that I have. So that's pretty good, Mr. C. We're not sitting there as long. I know. That's why I want to do it. Okay? So a new section today. No more than 3 people at a section. So there shouldn't be any more than 3 in A, 3 in B, 3 in C, 3 in D, and 3 doing the WCs, the wild cards. Okay? So please do it right. You know the right thing to do. So once you're done, take your seat, get after your homework. I'm hopeful that many of you will come close to finishing your homework if it works out okay for the remainder of the time. There we are, right at the 25-minute mark. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Gilbert, and he is going to tell you which group gets to go first. The group that remains at your seat, get after your homework, because you're in 5 minutes or so, you're going to be up and working with one of the questions. So anyway, I'll look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Turning it over to Mr. Gilbert now. Take it away, Mr. Gilbert.